Let me go. Stay away from me. Merkan, look at me. Don't. Be quiet. Maybe this was always meant to be my fate first. With these intense and emotionally charged lines, the third preview of Arafta episode 34 has left viewers absolutely breathless. What was released is not just another trailer. It feels like a declaration of war between hearts that once beat in sync. In just a few seconds, the preview makes it clear that we are standing at the edge of a moment that will permanently reshape every character's destiny. The line that echoes the loudest is this: "Shoot me or forgive me, Merkan."
This isn't just dialogue.
It's a breaking point. It's the emotional collapse of a man who knows he has nowhere left to run. Atesh's words suggest surrender, but at the same time, they carry the weight of defiance. Is he asking for mercy? Or is he daring her to end it once and for all? At the center of this explosive confrontation stands Merkan, her eyes filled with determination, pain, and something far more dangerous: certainty. The moment she raises the gun and points it directly at Atesh is not only visually shocking but emotionally devastating. The entire atmosphere freezes. Time seems to slow. In that instant, the series shifts from tension to irreversible consequence. Social media erupted within minutes of the preview's release. Fans immediately began debating what episode 34 will bring. Will Merkan actually pull the trigger? Or will love override her anger at the last second? In recent episodes, Arafta has already pushed the story to a point of no return. Betrayals came one after another. Secret deals were exposed. Unexpected alliances were formed. Characters who once stood together turned against each other. But this time, the conflict goes deeper than revenge. This time, it's about love. It's about regret. It's about moral reckoning. From the very first seconds of the trailer, Merkan's expression tells us everything. She is no longer confused. She is no longer hesitating. She looks like someone who has made peace with a painful decision. But whether that decision leads to destruction or redemption remains the ultimate question. When Atesh says, "Shoot me or forgive me," it sounds like a man who has accepted his fate. Yet there is something complex beneath his tone. Is this an act of accountability? Or is it one final attempt to manipulate the outcome? The audience is divided. Some believe Merkan will pull the trigger, not necessarily to kill him, but to send a message. Others believe that in true Arafta fashion, the scene will take an unexpected twist. After all, in this universe, nothing is ever black and white. Every character in Arafta lives in shades of gray. No one is entirely innocent. No one is entirely evil. Every decision carries a cost, and every truth revealed creates new damage. Another intriguing detail in the preview hints that Atesh's past sacrifices may not be what they seemed. A brief piece of dialogue suggests Merkan has learned something significant enough to change her perception of everything. It could mean that Atesh isn't as guilty as we once believed. But knowing this series, the truth may be even more layered. Just when viewers think they understand the full picture, another hidden truth emerges. Arafta has never presented its characters as purely good or purely bad. Each one believes they are the hero of their own story, even if they are the villain in someone else's. That's why Merkan's decision won't just affect Atesh. It will ripple outward. Side characters who have been quietly waiting on the sidelines will be forced to face the consequences. Relationships will shift. Power balances will collapse. The background music in the trailer intensifies the atmosphere. Dark tones, slow crescendos, and heavy silence between lines create the sense that something irreversible is about to happen. The final image, one single tear sliding down Merkan's face, says more than words ever could. Inside her, a battle rages. Revenge or love? Justice or mercy? Anger or forgiveness? Each of these choices leads to a completely different future. Another striking detail in the preview is the silent tension among the supporting characters. They sense what's about to unfold. They feel the weight of the moment. Yet no one steps in. No one intervenes. Their silence speaks volumes. It suggests that this confrontation is not just personal, it's symbolic. It represents everything that is built up over 33 episodes. This isn't just about two people arguing. It's about truth colliding with loyalty. It's about pride clashing with vulnerability. It's about love standing trial against betrayal. If Merkin pulls the trigger, the story enters a new, darker chapter. If she lowers the gun, that decision may be even more complicated. Because forgiveness in Arafta is never simple. Episode 34 promises to be one of the most emotionally intense chapters of the season. Every look, every pause, every breath in that scene will matter. This isn't just another dramatic moment. It feels like a defining turning point for the entire series. One thing is certain. After this confrontation, nothing will ever be the same again. Alright everyone, that wraps up today's intense breakdown. If you enjoyed this deep dive into episode 34 and want more detailed analyses like this, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps the video reach more fans of Arafta. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to Series World and turn on notifications so you never miss any episode previews, predictions, or shocking updates. Your support keeps Series World growing and allows us to continue bringing you passionate, in-depth content every single week. Now, before we end, here's the big question for the next episode. Do you think Merkin will actually pull the trigger, or will she choose forgiveness at the last second and change Atesh's fate forever? Drop your predictions in the comments below. I read every single one, and your theory might even be featured in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next analysis right here on Series World.